Welcome to today's daily audio briefing of the Curated News by Sandeep Ohri. You expect a restaurant bill to just be, well, simple addition. You order a burger, you pay for the burger.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
But today, the math is kind of fighting back, and the numbers just aren't adding up the way they used to.
That is certainly true for our first item. According to Business Standard, the Central Consumer Protection Authority, they have actually launched suo motu action against 41 restaurants.
Oh, wow, 41.
Yeah, 41. And the issue is that they've been automatically tacking these service charges onto customer bills.
Which is basically like walking into a place and just getting hit with a surprise cover charge you never even agreed to.
Precisely. And Sandeep makes a really sharp observation here. Sandeep notes the CCPA needs to explicitly clarify if patrons have the right to refuse this charge.
Even if the restaurant discloses it, right?
Exactly. Even if it's right on the menu or, at the front entrance. That makes sense. And that question of where people put their money, it extends right into the broader economy. Business Standard just shared Deloitte India's latest projection.
Right, putting India's GDP growth between 6.5 and 6.8% for FY27.
Which is pretty solid.
It is. And you can see how investors are positioning themselves for that growth in the latest mutual fund data, which is also from Business Standard. New fund offers have actually plummeted to a 6-year low.
Wait, a 6-year low?
Yeah, 6-year low. But despite that, gross inflows into active schemes stayed incredibly high through the first half of 2026.
So people just aren't trusting brand new funds right now. I mean, they want to park their cash in established active schemes.
Exactly, ones with proven track records.
Yeah.
And looking at government finances, we're seeing some states actively distributing their wealth. Business Standard reports that states like Odisha and Jharkhand are running unconditional cash transfers for women.
Okay, and they can afford that right now.
They can, yeah, because they're operating with large positive revenue balances. Oh, wait, I have to push back here. Because if states are sitting on positive revenue balances and handing out cash, why is the baseline wage completely frozen? I mean, Financial Express delivered a massive reality check today.
Oh, the minimum wage data, yeah.
Right. The national minimum wage has been stagnant at 176 rupees a day since 2017.
Which is literally just 500 rupees a month.
It's impossible. How can state coffers be full while minimum earners are, starving? Especially when you look at the 2023-24 monthly per capita expenditure.
Yeah, the gap there is huge.
It was 4,122 rupees in rural areas and 6,966 rupees in urban India. I mean, what is broken in the mechanism here? The math of surviving on a 5,500 rupee wage in a city just doesn't work.
It doesn't. It really highlights a severe two-speed economy. The top end of the economy is definitely moving at a totally different pace.
Yeah, for sure.
We see this in the startup ecosystem as well. Financial Express reports that tech funding for the first half of July hit $562 million across 48 rounds.
That is a lot of capital.
It is, though it's actually down 49% from the previous fortnight. But it's up 143% year over year. And the defining mechanism here is that it's heavily concentrated in late-stage funding.
So investors are writing bigger checks to mature, established companies rather than risking seed capital on early-stage founders.
Exactly. Speaking of risks, though, the agricultural sector is facing a severe one right now. Financial Express shared that the national rainfall deficit is currently sitting at 24% below normal.
Wow, 24%. That is severe.
Yeah, and it's hitting major agricultural hubs really hard. Bihar is facing a 44% deficit, Punjab's at -41%, Kerala at 34%, and Gujarat is at 33%.
Which directly threatens crop yields, and that in turn kills rural spending. I mean, if that happens, that 6.8% GDP growth projection we just talked about could seriously stall.
Right, it's all connected.
Well, let's step away from the economic pressure cooker for a moment and look at some global achievements. BBC Sports reports Spain secured the FIFA 2026 World Cup with a 1-0 win over Argentina.
Yeah, it was a really tense match. It required an extra-time goal from Ferran Torres to finally seal it.
And because Messi couldn't find the net to add to his tally, France's Mbappe walked away retaining the Golden Boot.
Right. We also saw a huge victory in the academic arena. Times of India reports a team of 4 Indian youngsters hailing from Mahendragarh, Howrah, Pali, and Mansa. They took home 1 gold and 3 silver medals.
Oh, wow. Where was that?
At the 37th International Biology Olympiad in Lithuania.
That is incredible.
And the international wins just keep coming. Over in Tokyo, Deccan Herald reports that 31-year-old PV Sindhu just became the first Indian to ever win the Super 750 title at the Japan Open, a truly historic moment for the sport.
And wrapping it up for another Monday morning is this. Circling back to Tokyo, Business Standard reports the Tokyo government has a cool biz initiative that allows men to wear shorts in the office, which is especially practical after their record-breaking excessively hot summers. Sandeep notes, though, that it may take a while for women to get accustomed to seeing men's hairy legs at work. Sandeep asks a really interesting question here. Would men now be expected to spend time, effort, and money on hair removal, foot care, and nice shorts? No. Why? He notes that while unspoken, most workplaces expect this grooming of women, and gender parity should work both ways. Have a fab day, folks, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.